Good morning, and welcome back to the very noisy Sunset Homestead. I've never heard a guinea warning cry until this morning. Wow. Initially, it was significantly louder. Today, I'm going to take you along for the week 7 garden tour. I'm going to try and get through this without being overly sad. Probably going to be a tough task, but here we go. Welcome to the garden. Some of the garden needs weeded really bad, and then some of it got weeded the last few days. Let's start with the weedy stuff first. So the asparagus bed has a few really big tomato plants in it, and it might be hurting some of the asparagus, but there is so much asparagus in here, I'm really not worried about it. I think these are cherry tomatoes over here, just because of, they're really going crazy over there, and I don't understand why. Just because of the size of the blooms. And their configuration. So I am certainly excited to see what kind of tomatoes we have popping up. The asparagus for its first year is still really small and frilly. I'm pretty sure that's normal. I feel like I remember that from when my mom planted her asparagus. We shall see. And then this tomato plant right here looks like it might be a beefsteak. My garden is being invaded by turkeys. They're following me. Do you see them? They're following me. Oh. I don't know if I need to be worried about them eating my plants, or if they only eat bugs. I don't know. I'm gonna shoo them out of my garden. Why? I don't know how long they'll stay out of the garden. They might already be back in, but they're behind the corn, so I can't see them. All right, right back into it. Our hot peppers, we just got a few jalapenos off of them, and we made jalapeno peppers. They were fantastic. I can't wait until these really start producing a lot, because in the summer, one of my favorite side dishes is jalapeno peppers. I can't wait. Can't wait. Right next to the, oh, there's the turkeys again. Right back in the garden. Well, we have some onions over here that you can't see for all the weeds and volunteer tomato plants. And then our celery is also being overtaken with tomatoes and weeds. We have harvested the big head from all of the broccoli. Now they're starting to put off these tiny little florets. I was gonna feed these to the pigs, but my mom informed me that these will keep putting off little florets for a while. And she also told me that it might be a little bit before I get eggplants on my eggplants, but once they do start putting off eggplants, I'll get a lot of them, which makes me happy. I really want eggplant parmesan or eggplant lasagna or ratatouille. Oh God, food. I might be hungry. The cabbage is doing really well. It's starting to get nice firm heads on it. And then of course, right next door is my egg. All right, if I'm not mistaken, let's see if I can aim you correctly. This right here is gonna be an eggplant. It looks like I finally have one that's gonna fruit, and I hope you could see that. I hope. I hope. Right, there we go. And then the next super exciting thing, I have blooms on my watermelons, and I have a very baby little watermelon. I'll show you. Come here. Come here. Look. My little baby watermelon. I'm really close to the ground. So, I lost my little baby watermelon. Turn around. So there's the little baby watermelon. There's the little baby watermelon. I thought that I saw a couple actually in the bed, but there's flowers starting to grow. There's a little baby watermelon, right? Oop, right there. That's exciting because I have really been wanting a good watermelon that's still warm from the sun. My heart. Did you guys hear that? That wasn't tails. That came from one of the chickens in the barn, not one of the ones out back. That means one of our Brahmas, at least one of our Brahmas, is a rooster, which is great because we have too many hens for tails. Many. Too many. All right. Let's take a look at the Three Sisters bed. Okay. So I'm over here with the Three Sisters, and it's starting to sprinkle, so I'm gonna try and be really, really fast. Our corn, if I was in the bed, would probably be at about eye level. It's just slightly over my head right now. Just slightly. And there's only about 6 or 8 inches of extra height from the bed. Oh, I'm really gonna get rained on. So the corn's doing great. The kids said that they found a couple of ears in here, which is awesome because I am so ready for corn on the cob. And I see tassels. So they're probably not wrong. Then, maybe aim you at it, huh? This right here is the squash plant for this side. It's growing pretty good. These animals are making all kinds of crazy noises, and it's really starting to rain. We're starting to get what looks to be little paste tomatoes lot of those. And the beans are definitely starting to climb, so that's good. Then we have honeydew and muskmelon. And my cucumbers. My cucumbers. A bunch of little babies. Really starting to rain, and it downpoured this morning, so we're gonna do this rest of it really fast. Sorry, really in depth on the first half, and then the second half is gonna be not so much. So we've got all of the tomatoes and potatoes looking pretty good. Our beets are looking really good. Some of them are ready for harvest, but not enough to make a meal with. So we're gonna hold out just a little bit longer. Probably next week we'll be able to harvest a decent meal-sized crop of beets. And then we have to do pepper rings probably next week also. So the garden is starting to produce like crazy. That means canning season is barreling down upon me with vigor. Thank God. All right, then we got the cucumbers and my sunflowers. They're jamming. Check these tomatoes out though. Where are they? Right. Look at those beautiful, beautiful tomatoes. Gorgeous. I can't wait to eat those. Like everything in the garden. Onions, these are red onions over here. We're starting to see some bulb formation. Tomatoes in here look like they're about to start putting out fruit. I see some right here. These look like the tomatoes that are like this big in the store, and they come on the vine. I don't know what kind they are. They're just sold as on the vine tomatoes. Our carrots are starting to look pretty thick up top. I have decided I will never do my carrots this way again, where I bought plugs of carrots from a greenhouse that they had started from seed. We have picked 5 or 6 carrots out of here, and every single one of them is either split root or it's got a corkscrew in the root, and I very firmly believe that it is from pulling them apart and transplanting them. Just putting them into the ground, it curled the root up and then they grew like that. Which, if you're making like chicken stock or something, that's fine. It doesn't have to look perfect, but if I'm wanting to like slice them up for a salad, these guys don't. Right now, garlic and tomatoes. The garlic is just gonna do its thing. The tomatoes are growing nicely. This one's a little bit behind, but I think that it was really little when it got put in. And then finally we're over to the strawberry bed, which is looking awesome. This bed just is pretty. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. So, I don't even remember what variety this tomatoes are, but Eric and I weeded this bed, mostly Eric, the other day, and I think it looks amazing. With all the rain that we've gotten and are scheduled to get literally every day this week, we're going to be battling with weeds for the foreseeable future. Yay! It's never ending. We get through all the beds and then we have to go right back and start with the first one again, so I don't think it'll ever all be weeded at the same time. There's a lot of bed here, so. Alright, it's threatening to rain really hard again, so I'm gonna go inside. I will see you next week with another garden tour. It'll probably be not exactly a week apart, but we will try to make it as close as possible. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Thank you for joining me today. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.